This is Irontrader. This is the last call of the day here. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and natural gas. But first, we're going to take a look here at UPS and FedEx, which are on a move there today. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels for crude and natural gas are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy on a stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have UPS, your daily and your weekly chart. And I came out with their numbers. They had really, really good numbers there today. But again, if you're trading this here, you got to see where the pop-up was. It broke right out here. It gapped up and then just ran right up high. He made a high here today of 145.01. So basically what you have to do is just look right to the left of the chart here, okay? So what do you have? 145.25. That was resistance. Couldn't get any higher than that. Your big retest up there is at 148.15. It could not get that. And look at this big-ass red candle here now. Okay, so we've got to watch this, what's going to happen here tomorrow. If you're trading this, what you want to do is want to watch that price channel. Okay, you're sitting right there at 136.93 on the downside. If that is lost here, we're going to come right down here to this gap. You're looking at 135.19, and then we look to the top of this candle at 133.85. There's your fill. Okay, now we have this 8-day, 134.13. We have that 21 SMA, and then we have this key 8 SMA here. But you got to look at the bottom of today's candle, okay, which was 136.57, and then we have to look at the top of this candle, 132.110. So you have your gap and your fill. We also have another gap and a fill going on here, okay? So you got a lot of going on. I don't like trading the stocks. I would wait if you're trading this, give it a little time here to shake out to see which direction this is going to go, because it could not handle that big old charge going all the way on up there, okay? So that's going to be very, very key. Now, again, say it just rises right on up here. Well, always watch that key 200-day. That's going to be very, very key. And then what we do is we watch the bottom of this candle right here. You're looking at 143.69. And then we obviously look at today's high, 145.01. And then we can come all the way up to the top here at 148.15. But let's just see how this shakes out. To me, if you're trading this, I would just wait. Let's just see how this all shakes out, because you got you got a gap there. You got a big gap up and go, but you have this red candle. It didn't really take off. It just, bam, slammed up, and then everyone sold right into it, okay? So when you look here on the weekly chart here, it's pretty much the same thing. Now, this has been in a downtrend here. See this? We got that series of lower highs and lower low situation. So that is never really good. Now, it rallied up here, but you notice it couldn't hold that 50-day, that 143.45. Now, again here, this is still looking very, very bullish here on a weekly chart. Let me see what I'm doing here. Okay, on a weekly chart, this is still looking very, very bullish. Okay, because you got your 8-day curling up here, about ready to go over your 21-day. But again, you can see here where you just can't get above that key 50-day. If you can, you're not going to go to that next level situation. Okay, so again, this stock is still in a downtrend. You can see where it's downtrending, and it tried to move up there today, but what you have to do is just look right across there. Okay, see that 145.01? You just got to look right to the left there, that 146.17. So you couldn't get and close above that, and more importantly, you couldn't close above that 50-day, which is not very good. So you look at this here, see this? This is just completely downtrending. So until it breaks above and closes above that 148, and you take out all these levels, then we can just start ratcheting it all the way up. But until then, I would say just be patient with this here. It looked like they had really good numbers, good turnaround numbers here. Probably the best numbers in the last 2 years. So, just be patient with this. But I think you could get a long trade here going into the holiday season. All right, let's take a look here at FedEx. Okay, here we have FedEx. Now, this is one of my favorite trades over to UPS. Matter of fact, I got a friend who's a pilot for him, and I don't get no information or anything like that from him, but he's a big long-termer in this stock, which is, you can see here the uptrend. So this is just the opposite of what UPS is doing. So we look at this weekly, see how this is here, where you get all these levels here. See this all the way on up here? Very, very nicely, okay? See, this is exactly what you want to see, that series of higher highs and higher lows. So if we look at this, what you're really looking at here, what we're watching is that 8-day SMA here, looking at 270, and then we're looking at that 279.18 right above that. And then you can work yourself back up here to that 313.84 level. But this here, this is just the opposite of what the UPS chart is, okay? So now here what we have on here Okay, let's just take a look at the upside. Okay, so what we want to do is this right here is 50 day is going to be very, very key. That's at 278.81. Right above it here is we have this 280.44 level here, okay? But what you have to do is look at top of today's candle, okay? So that's 278.69. If you can work yourself through here, see that's the top of the gap. And then right here is your fill. So that'd be your next target, which would be that 297.87. Now, it can go inside here, and we can follow these candles up here. But usually once you start breaking up here, you'll start going towards that fill. So just always watch this gap right here, that 278.69, and then watch that fill right there at 297.87. If you can get above that, then we can obviously go to this high, which was 308, and then you have your big retest there of that 313.84 level here, okay? But right now here, you did the same thing as the UPS. FedEx numbers weren't out, but UPS, it popped up, and this popped up, like in kind of like a Symphony situation, and then she just came right on down here. Now, on the downside, you want to watch that 8 SMA, 270.81. That's going to be very, very critical. And then we have that 200-day sitting at 268.23, and then we have that 21-day at 267.43 right below that. But we do have another gap situation. Okay, so you look at the bottom, 270.80, and then we look at the top of this candle here is 270.44. Now, much of a gap, but there still is a gap in the fill here. But really, more importantly, is going to be this 8 SMA here and that 21-day. Now, again, if that is lost here, you can follow these candles down here, okay? But realistically, you're probably going to retest that 258 level here and maybe even come all the way down to the 253.50 level here. But right now, we just have good sideways action. You got to break above that 50-day and that 100-day. If you can, then we look at the bottom of that candle, that 297.87. That's going to be the first target, and then we can look at the upside at that 308. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil daily chart, natural gas daily chart. Now, again, as I pointed out here, you got all this resistance going on right here with the 8 to 21-day and the 50-day. Now, this was a really good trade here. The UCO was a good scalp here on up here, and actually the SCO did a good scalp on the way down there too. So actually, I should say, so I scalped both of them today, long and short, because once you start losing that 50-day and that 21-day, well, then you're going to come down and retest that 8-day here very, very easily. But realistically, what we have now is just a sideways kind of action. So let's look at the downside here first. So what you really want to watch is yesterday's low. That's at 70.13. And then we'll look at today's low. You're looking at 69.77. If that's lost, you're going to come right here. Okay, 69.35 will be right there, 68.46, and then there's your target at 68.17. If that's all lost, it will come right down here to the bottom, 67.57. We have 67.06, and then we're going to come right here at 66.95, and then you're going to have your big target at 66.33 and 65.27, a level. Now, I'm not saying that's going to get there, but again, we're going to have some sideways action. But remember, there's that whole war situation that's hanging over crude right now. We just don't know. And remember, on December 1st, OPEC's going to have their meeting, and we got to see what they're going to decide. That they do leave the cuts as it is, or are they going to add oil on the market? If they add crude oil on the market and that war simmers down over there, crude could come off extremely hard. Again, if the war flares up and you hit some kind of a oil facility or something, crude could rally extremely hard. Okay, so on the upside here, what you want to watch there is watch that 8-day, that's 70.47. And then we want to watch that 21-day at 71.70, and then that 50-day right above it, I should say, at 71.72. If we can get above all that, we look to today's high. That's at 72.34 level. Then we'll come to the bottom here. You look at 73.26. We'll look to the top of that candle, 74.45. And then we'll come right over here. You're looking at 75.08, and then your big target is 75.35. Now, again, you can go to your 200-day and your retest there, 78.46. But we want to make sure that whatever happens is going to happen right at that 100-day. Okay, just like we had here. See how it rallied up there, Okay, right into that 200-day, right into that 200-day, right into that 100-day. So if it does rally up here, we got to see, does it do the same as this, or does it blast through and go to the next levels? So basically what you're trading is just level to level to level. And then if you can break above that, then we know the next level, and then we know the next level. Okay, natty gas breaking out awesome here today. Now, I scalped the UNG. I didn't scalp any coal. There was a trade in the KOLD. I didn't trade it. I was too busy with all this other stuff going on here with the TQQs and the Meta, the Amazons, and the Teslas and all this. Tesla, I still got it running from the 245 I got in there, and I still got it run. I had a stop at 250. I raised that stop up now to 255. So I got 20 points yesterday, and I'm up there Well, from 245 is 259 right now, so we're looking pretty good. But I put that stop in at 255. We'll see how that all shakes out. But remember, Tesla, we got a short squeeze going on here, so don't get too, I think I did a video there today on it at midday trading. So if you want to check out the charts, it's all right there for you. Anyway, here comes the old natty gas. Now, I was pointing out that resistance area that we had here, just like we had here, okay? But again, this blew right through. It came down. It was holding sideways. But then what it did is made a higher high than we had yesterday, that 2.44, and then it just rocketed it right up. Now, UNG has been a very, very good trade. It got as low as 13.61 today and high as 14.22. I scalped 20 cents the first time, and I got my second scalp still going here now, and I'm up about 40 cents on that scalp. I'm in at 13.80. on the second scalp, and it's sitting at 14.20. I trade 5,000 shares. Okay, so I already got 20 cents of it, 1,000 in the pocket, and I'm looking for the do the rest of it here. But again, this here, when you got like a breakout, it came down yesterday and it held that 200-day. Came right up here, but it could not get through that resistance. But today we held the top portion of that candle. You blew right through there, and now look at this bad boy. Okay, see, this is why they call it the Widowmaker, because you got to be right there watching this. Look how she blew up. Now, today's high, you look at this, is 2.549. So, well, why did it stop there? All you got to do is look to the left of the chart here, okay? What do you have? 2.55, okay? What do you have there? Okay, 2.549. How can you get much closer than that? I mean, you're like right there. This is why you trade the charts. People tell you, oh, charts are after looking. They just don't know how to trade the charts. That's all. That's all. That they just don't know how to do it. There's no explanation. So you just look to the left of the chart, like I posted here a zillion times, okay? All you do is look at 255. That's where she stopped. Now that's what we're looking for the next level here. Okay, so if it breaks through that, then we look right to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 2.588 is going to be next level, and then we're going to shoot right up here to that 21 SMA at 2.62. Okay, now if we can get above that, then we just follow the candles. Okay, so you got 2.70. Okay, and what do we got there? You got 2.72. Then we have here, 2.72 coming right across. And then we have the top of this candle here at 2.78. And then we look here, okay, you got 2.839. And then we just follow the candles until you get your big retest. However, that being said, once you break through this and get up to that 21-day, we want to see what the reaction is when you get there, okay? Is it going to be like this, where you do the situation, it comes right back down, like this, comes back down, like this, comes back down? Or is it going to be like they'll come through the 50-day and just blast right through it, okay? So if you blast through it, well, we know where we're going to go, okay? If you can't, then we can be trading this range between the 100-day and the 21-day, okay? So that's what you need to know. Now, contract roll is this Sunday. So again, you're going to have a big rally up here. However, now the weather's starting to get a little cooler out there now. It's like 60 degrees where I am. We have some really good weather here. It looks like everything is moving. You know, like August is September. September is October. And then it's staying cooler longer, like towards the Easter territory here now. So it looks like it's moving out a month there or so. So really, realistically, what you want to watch is watch that 21-day. That's going to be very, very key. And the reaction to what it does. Does it blast through, or does it sit there, go sideways, or does it come right off there? Now, downside, well, that's very, very easy here. All we do is look to the top of this candle here, okay? What do we got? Okay, 2.49. That's what we're looking at right there. If that is lost, it will come to yesterday's high. Okay, looking at 2.44 level, and then we start getting into these simple moving averages. Okay, so then you're looking at that Hondo there, 2.409, and then we have the 50-day, 2.408, and then here's your key level. Right there is that 2.385. That's your 8 simple moving average. Now you can see here how this is 8 simple moving average is leveling off. The key is, will it curl right back up here and push that higher, or will level it off here and we just go sideways action? This here, RSI, looking very, very good. Now look at your MACD. See how it's trying to curl up here? Very, very nicely. You cross over that red, and that's going to push that price much higher. Okay. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, probably before 7 o'clock here, and we'll take a look at crude oil, natural gas, and then we always put something else, throw something else in the old mix. Now, again, if you want me to look at any kind of a stock or commodity or ETF in there, just post it right here on the site, and I will have it up for you. And you can take the information right off the live charts. All right, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.